we'll now present, we have the authors of the final paper of the segment, which is titled AI Buddy, Conversation Studio Igniting Curiosity, Inspiring Discovery. Please put your hands together for them.
Good afternoon. Qual researchers, this session is specially for you. What do you enjoy the most? Look back at the last week. Where's the title slide? Anyway, look back at the last week. What did you enjoy most? Speaking to consumers, connecting dots, just like this. Right. Curious pathways, finding that insight that you want to tell your client. We are investigators, we are researchers, we are so many more things, right?
I'm sorry, Shweta.
Why?
This is exactly how you sold the job to me.
That's
I'm
right.
a researcher here. But tell me, guys, think करने का time किसको मिलता है? We are thinkers and all. Transcript पे transcript, तारीख पे तारीख. When I actually get into the researching of the data, I've done so much of organization, it takes so much of time that, ding dong, here's your deadline.
I feel you, Vidhi. I really feel you. And I've heard this so many times. But the times are changing. And I want to take you into an alternate world. A world where humans never do tasks that machine can do, because humans can do many more things that machines can't do. So here's the alternate world that I want to introduce you to. Conversation ho gaya. Upload the conversation voice file, translate, transcribe, automate it, right? What do we do next? We want to create themes, isn't it? CA, content analysis. Now, divide them into sections, click, bookmark, done. Your raw data file is ready, right? Summarize it. Gives you the first set of initial themes to work with. Don't stop there. Data se khelo. That's where you start interacting with the data. Tag the data. Men, women, Delhi, Chennai, user, lapser, right? Now, create reports based on any cut that you want to pursue, right? Presentation okay, ready. Yeah, you go get to your seniors for a review. What happens then? Did you look at this data? Did you look at that data? You have to go back and work all over again? No. Here is your AI buddy with which you can actually interact with the data on the spot, close the points, look at raw data, look at themes and everything, right? All that will be left is the finishing touches. Client room, client presentation, additional analysis, to aana hi hai. This tool can be taken into the meeting room. You can look up the data, you can find the data easily, talk about it, or come back and actually close the insights very quickly. Magical, isn't it? That's where you can actually start making a difference to how you do research. And imagine if you are aggregating data over so many studies, you are getting into learning libraries. You are becoming a category expert, right? So let me tell you with a few examples, right? We were building this particular platform for Qual Research, of course, right? But हमने बोला थोड़ा सा और push करते हैं. Can it do more for us, right? Now, Qual means equal to DG. DG equal to structure, right? But there's a curious case of consumer emotions. Informal chats, no DG. How do you do summarization? Transcription to ho jayega. But this data is missing, correct? CMI teams, this has been solved. How? Okay, all you have to do is think about sections the way you want to think about it. Click, bookmark, your data is ready in sections. Click, summarize, right? You have both the data available with you, raw data and the summarized data. We wanted to push this even further. Case 2, right? There is transcription, there are languages, there are dialects, and there are accents, right? Now, remember the Zomato ad? and different ways in which Zomato was pronounced. Or let me give you an example from Punjabi. Half letter ka vajood hi nahi hai. It doesn't exist in the script or the language. Ask me, Shweta, half sure, right? So many of you have asked me, how do I pronounce your name? How does AI recognize that? It's voice. We had to solve for it. So we introduced a very cool feature. Before the AI transcribes, we define the keywords. You have the keywords, and AI knows what to do with that, right? So Minute Maid ko consumer Mint Maid bole, ya Minute Maid, AI knows the secret, right? Sherlock Holmes ki bina ye presentation puri nahi thi, so we pushed the system a little bit more. We fed the system with Sherlock Holmes cases, right? No DG, no structure, each case very different. We wanted to know, were there patterns that we could actually identify? Some were obvious, right? Sherlock disguises himself. Yes, obvious. Sherlock likes to use Watson as his sounding board and surprise him. Yes, very obvious. Minor characters in the story actually are the key to solving many cases. Not so obvious, but makes sense, right? So we had some 15 themes that emerged, right? What did we do? We took AI plus human to start interpreting. We were studying, what did this mean? He is also a researcher, and researchers are like Sherlock Holmes, right? So hypothesis testing and iteration, right? When Sherlock Holmes is in the case, he's constantly testing his hypothesis, whether he's knocking on the door, asking for directions, and in the meanwhile, he's actually gauging how much time the suspect took to fetch the door, or to Watson, where he keeps him in the dark, right? He throws some pieces of information at him, and he's intently listening to his observation, perspectives, and forming his and strengthening his hypothesis, really, right? Or his unconventional way of disguising himself, right? And embedding himself in the natural environment. He is decoding motives in the most unbiased way, just like we as researchers do through observation as a tool. So that got us very curious. Deductive reasoning is his approach, everybody knows it. But what we wanted to know, how does he go about his questioning method? When we looked across 25 stories, it was the what, it was the when, it was the who, and it was not the why as much, right? So that brings me to what you need to do, right? Tag the data in many ways possible. Look at the report, look for patterns, look for differences, look for similarities, look for everything that you want to look for, right? And that's a tool on your hand. Coming to many different kinds of data that you will be dealing with, reams and reams of data that you'll be dealing with, right? But when you're at the presentation, you know, there's that uncanny feeling, mujhse kuch reh to nahi gaya. Is there a pattern that I've missed? Is there a recency bias based on the last transcript I read, or a peak effect bias because of an insight I connected with personally? Well, you need the AI buddy to actually start helping you to decode the data. Here is a case study. I don't know why you can't see this, but here is the case study where we input community chat amongst 70 consumers or an app, which was conducted over 4 weeks. Now, we had patterns emerging immediately, and the beauty of this was this also had links to the raw data that you could study. This could be review data, this could be chat data, this could be transcripts, this could be anything, right? I can go on and on to tell you how many tools are available with us to actually create magic when we're really looking at research data, right? Vidhi, how do you find this?
This is crazy, yeah, I must agree. What do you guys say? But since I have seen this platform in action, let me also show you guys, right? Can we? So, meet My AI Buddy, an intuitive interface to solve for complexities. To see greater, correcting for such accents. Divide your transcripts into various sections. Click and bookmark. Organize the summaries. And ta-da! Ready in minutes. Imagine your life now analyzing this data. And then what? have fun tagging, slicing, query it. Go as deeper and as wider as you'd want to. Generate as many reports as you like, and there are so many amazing tools to play with. Oh, awesome. Assistant has your back. Answer all your questions via the assistant. So it generates themes, allows me to explore the data fearlessly. This is my AI buddy, and yes, this is the beginning. So I am a Gen Z, and tech is a part of me. This is exactly the world I want to live in, the tech world. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi team, there's one question. Can you elaborate on how the platform builds learning libraries across multiple projects? And how can these libraries contribute to long-term strategic insights and continuous improvement in qualitative research?
So a lot of times we know that, researches have been done in the past, but what we really have is distilled insights, right? But what we actually need is a new perspective to look at the same data sometimes. Where is it stored? This platform stores data across projects and allows you to query across projects to actually look at what we already know so that the next project can actually start from hypotheses we may already have on the table from the past, right? It can also, kind of meta tag projects. So tomorrow, if you have to, know everything that rural consumers said about a particular category, you can query the data. It's as simple as that. Does that answer the question? Anybody who asks can do a follow-up with me. Just like the AI assistant, I'm here to answer.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.